Hey there, everyone. I'm CJ Sellner with another Coaches Weekly. I'm here with head women's basketball coach Jen Conley. Coach, a 1-1 week to get things started. It was a good performance all around, I thought, looking from the sidelines, of course. But what are your overall thoughts on the opening weekend?
Obviously against Missouri S&T, I was really impressed with our defense, especially in the second half. I think we held them 14 points. That lack of consistency is a little frustrating, though. The next day, gave up about 20 points per quarter against Rockhurst. I thought that Rockhurst was gritty and tough and physical. I think we need to do a better job of boxing out in particular, and just make sure we execute our defense consistently. Offensively, obviously, we can put points on the board. I know Liz had a heck of a game, 38 points, career high against Rockhurst. It was nice to see other people step up throughout the weekend too. But for us, offense, we've shown that we can put points on the board. Defensively, that's where it's at. So obviously, we have a great test tomorrow against Minnesota Duluth.
How much was that meaning for your team to get off to a 1-0 start, to start the year on Friday night, especially when it was a comeback fashion, and to dominate a team like that? What does that show, like, early in the season and growth for your team?
Yeah, that we can be pretty resilient, and even against Rockhurst, I know we came up short, but we're down 10 with like a minute or so to go. We cut it to 5. So, I mean, this group has heart. They're going to fight till, for all 40 minutes or extra if need be. But, it's one of those where it's great to see, obviously, that ability to come back and be dominant. But we need to make sure it's consistent for 40 minutes every game, not just see glimpses of it.
Now, what are some things that you're kind of harping on going into another busy week? As you mentioned, you go to Duluth tomorrow, then you travel back and you get ready for a game against Concordia St. Paul on Saturday.
Yeah, this weekend, big Minnesota teams. I mean, they're really good. Duluth receiving votes for top 25. I think they're like 27th technically. They've got one of the best players, D2 players all America there with Brooke Olson. So obviously we're going to have our hands full. Probably the best post player we'll see all year. And Concordia St. Paul, obviously, they return some studs as well. So have some transfers. So, for us, we got to make sure that defensive part is something that we're focusing on. Offensively, we're going to see a different look. We're going to see staying man-to-man, I think, so we'll be able to set some body hunter screens instead of slipping into gaps and stuff. But, defensively, we got to get better, got to box out. And so tomorrow, if, Parkside comes out on top, it's because the emphasis and the intensity on defense.
Coach, good luck this week. 2 busy games. We look forward to seeing you and your team back on the floor. You can find live links to coverage at parksiderangers.com/coverage. For head coach Jen Conley, I'm CJ Sellner. Thank you for watching Coaches Weekly.